90-Day Fiancé stars David Toborowski and Annie Soin had a worrying time with their daughter Manthyra, so they ended up going to see a doctor. However, they're back home again, and TLC fans are giving them lots of advice. David Toborowski, who is still in Thailand, told his TLC fans that several symptoms arose for little Manthyra, whom they welcomed in March last year. Taking to his Instagram account on Thursday, he shared a photo of himself with Annie and their sweet daughter. In his caption, he told 90-Day Fiancé fans that Manthyra had a low-grade fever, pulling on her ears, and just not feeling like herself. David Toborowski, who is still in Thailand, told his TLC fans that several symptoms arose for little Manthyra, whom they welcomed in March last year. Taking to his Instagram account on Thursday, he shared a photo of himself with Annie and their sweet daughter. In his caption, he told 90-Day Fiancé fans that Manthyra had a low-grade fever, pulling on her ears, and just not feeling like herself. Anyway, the good news is that they also went and got some medicine for her, which was prescribed by the doctor, which should help her as she gets through this time. The plan for the day was simple. David said he and Annie Soin made sure Manthyra got plenty of bottles and cuddles while they stayed with her and just relaxed at home. In the comments section, plenty of fans told the couple what they did for children in their care. Most of them used safe methods, and more than one of them suggested freezing wet rags. The idea is that the baby will chew those to numb and break through the gums. David kindly responded and told his followers that he tried it. He said she likes that. Others suggested that popsicles helped their baby and they were a tasty treat. Some folks suggested rubbing Manthyra's gums with whiskey, but that is an old folk remedy that can be extremely dangerous for a little child. According to Shumchild, rubbing a baby's gums with alcohol is not recommended by doctors. Notably, they cited information that said even a small amount of alcohol can be harmful to a baby, slowing their systems and causing serious developmental problems. They suggested things such as chilled teething rings or toys made of safe materials, or offering a pacifier. David Toborowski and Annie Soin seem to have done the right thing by consulting with a doctor. What did you use that helped your baby get through the teething stages? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to come back here often for all your 90-Day Fiancé cast news and updates. 90-Day The Last Resort Season 3 has been less than smooth sailing for Patrick Mendez and Thais Ramone. Now, Patrick's brother, John McManus, has arrived at the castle to stir up even more drama. Fans might remember Patrick, Thais, and John from Season 9 of 90-Day Fiancé. During Episode 11, John arrived at Thornwood Castle for family therapy. With hopes of having good conversations that lead to some type of understanding, Patrick braced himself for a potential argument between his brother and his wife. Once he arrived, John explained that he had talked to Thais' dad, Carlos, about Thais' secret cosmetic surgery. So, what happened between John and Thais to make them lose trust in each other? We're breaking down everything you need to know about John and his full history with Patrick and Thais below. John is Patrick's half-brother, who lived with him and Thais while filming Season 9 of 90-Day Fiancé. John is 7 years older than Patrick. On her first day in the States, Thais called out John for drinking beer during breakfast, starting off their relationship on the wrong foot. During the season, Thais told Patrick that John had to move out before their wedding. John got engaged to his girlfriend, Megan Brown, during the Season 4 tell-all of 90-Day The Single Life in April 2024. At the time, he told people, "I've been single pretty much my whole life, and now I've entered a whole new chapter, and I'm finally engaged. Megan and I are the perfect match, and I'm excited about all the fun as well as challenges that come with being married." During the last resort, Thais claimed that John is in a toxic relationship. On January 2nd, 2026, John and Megan welcomed a baby girl named Rowan Elizabeth McManus. The duo shared, "We are beyond excited to begin this new chapter in our lives and to welcome a new member into the 90-Day family." During the last resort, which was filmed before John had his baby, John rehashed their grievances, bringing up Thais' breakfast beer comments from her first day in the States. Thais then shared, "After I got married with Patrick, I had this feeling that John doesn't like me, and he wants us to divorce. Maybe I'm being dramatic. I don't know." According to Thais, she has always been welcoming to him, but he ignores her when she enters the room. John's rebuttal: "I'm not going to be fake." According to John, he was talking to Thais' father, and while there was a language barrier, John thought that her father brought up her seeing her ex at a burger place during her trip to Brazil. As Thais put it, John is trying to start us ***T, and it is going to blow everything apart. Thais claimed that she didn't even know which ex he was talking about. Since Thais didn't tell Patrick about her liposuction procedure in Brazil, John was convinced that she was lying about more things. Joshua Atkins and Katie Norbo have been the stars of 90 Day Fiancé Season 12 thus far, as the story has revolved around her struggles with OCD and a compulsion to make out with friends when drinking. After TLC addressed the elephant in the room with a friend pointing out that her drinking potentially being the root of the problem, I can't help but wonder if it's time to ask why Joshua's relationship with alcohol isn't being handled the same way. It was a subject I'd already wondered about when he confessed to drinking heavily after becoming depressed by immigration news in the previous episode, and it happened to pop up again when his friend Megan came to town for the wedding. 90 Day Fiancé managed to get a confessional segment with Megan, who confessed that their nights out together often got wild. After 90 Day Fiancé spent the first chunk of the season getting into Katie's potential struggles with alcohol, the show has seemingly skated around the limited points where Joshua's own alcohol intake has come up. Which isn't to indicate it's a problem whatsoever, but after a conversation in which Katie said they agreed she would control her drinking, will the same expectation come around for Josh as he heads out to celebrate his marriage? I mainly bring this up because 90 Day Fiancé hasn't given Katie the most sympathetic edit, which led fans to wonder why Joshua continually takes her back despite past issues. If Joshua doesn't keep his promise to Katie to take it easy before the wedding with the drinking, I think she'd be justified in being angry about him not following through. Of course, it's not as though Joshua would be the first husband ever to land in the doghouse for overindulging before a wedding. It's a popular pop culture trope for the groomsmen to go a little crazy, and given the preview for next week's showed him out on the town in a woman's wig and a dress, it looks like that will happen. Few people ever enjoy the concept rules are for thee and not for me, and it's certainly possible the latest mentions of Joshua drinking are just coincidentally timed, or if he and Katie share a tendency to overconsume. No judgment either way if that's the case, but it's a bit of extra context that may make Katie look like less of a villain. She's not the only American who looks bad this season, and Joshua less of a victim as season 12 rolls on. 90 Day Fiancé airs on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. With the weddings about to start, it won't be long until the tell-all specials start, and I'm sure there will be a lot of drama when everyone sits down to update viewers on what they've been up to since filming. 90 Day Fiancé star Shea Maguire is already in hot water with fans for the way he behaves and how he treats women. Yet, his daughter's criminal history has viewers up in arms. So what did she do, and when was the last time she was arrested? Keep reading for more details. When 90 Day Fiancé viewers first met Shea Maguire, they were immediately repulsed. He has no problem partying like a teenager and then kissing random women. At the same time, he does not look at it as cheating, and his fiancée, Annabelle Chua, is none the wiser. When she came to America, she cleaned him from top to bottom, which was equally repulsive. He has daughters, one of whom thinks that she can get whatever she wants from daddy. She will not let Annabelle get in the way of that. Now, another one of his daughters, Madison, has appeared on the show. She is 20, and as it turns out, she has quite the past. It seems she spent 2025 collecting mugshots, one being for assault causing minor injury, intimidating a participant in the legal process, and retaliating against a participant in the legal process. In the mugshot, which appears to have been taken in the back seat of a cop car, Madison is wearing a white t-shirt and extremely long lashes. Her friends and family jumped into the comments to note how good she looked. Moreover, they stated that she appeared to have just put on makeup before taking the snap. As for the two other mugshots, they seem to go along with the initial charges. Her mother, as Shea has mentioned, has been in trouble before. She has a bevy of mugshots, which her former husband has briefly talked about on 90 Day Fiancé. However, no one could have anticipated that Madison would be so proud of herself right after getting arrested. 90 Day Fiancé fans noted that Madison struggled a lot growing up. Her mother, Nicole, even admitted to being an imperfect parent, which one follower commented about her mother has admitted to physically assaulting her growing up in the posted comments. How terrible! It also explains why she does not understand that violence is never acceptable. This makes sense as to why she may be a little rough around the edges. However, violence is never the answer, and hopefully, she has learned that now. Shea Maguire was also arrested in the past, so the family has a lot to work out. Did you have any idea that Madison was arrested? Finally, what are your thoughts on Shea? Let us know and watch 90 Day Fiancé Sundays on TLC.